Everybody want to know, so here's how the story goes.
Joe Budden recently got into a physical altercation with one of Taxston'S goons in a strip club after telling Taxston to SMD. Taxston is one of the first successful hip-hop podcaster who's now serving 35 years for murder.
What occurred that day when you ran into Joe Budden?
He said that the club was small.
Yeah.
So, we all rubbing shoulders and shit.
Yeah.
And, I saw him, he dazed. Like, it's like he fell asleep. And then he just woke back up.
And the dead man's risen.
I get some singles. So I get up and I walk through the crowd and a nigga with a mask pop up. That little nigga cock all the way here and said, and the whole club said, oh! And I was like, oh, somebody getting, oh shit, it's me.
Yeah, everybody stopped. Ain't nobody say, oh, because it's too loud for that. Nobody,
Yeah.
We stopped, we looked at each other, and we rushed each other, and then shit like that, and then I guess he fell, or he got back up first, whatever.
We fighting. It's liquor all over this floor, and we just slipping and sliding. But I got my all-terrain hugs. Get a good look at him. You might need him in the event. Hemmed him up on the wall. Now I'm surprised that nobody's jumping on me yet. Slipping and sliding. But if I'm falling, you falling too. Hey!
Get your ass down here.
Nigga, we on the floor now. And it is bear hug time. Bow! Cause he's on top of me on the fall. You ain't gonna be punching on me down here, nigga. We just gonna hug and you not strong. He down there.
He said it was a wet floor, y'all fell. He said the wet floor saved you, and he bear hugged you, and then you wasn't moving.
Yeah, he's like, and I was trying to
Yeah.
some weird shit he was doing.
Yeah.
What happened was was me grabbing him up and this nigga was punching the floor.
When he was trying to hit you, you say he was punching the floor?
I wasn't even near him. By then, he was just dizzy. Like, once he was getting up, I think he was in the water or something. That nigga was, he was swinging at, I don't know what the fuck he was swinging at, man.
I'm so fucking tired of this shit. Fuck this shit.
Bitch ass nigga. Then once his friends seeing him looking stupid and me rolling over and about to get up, now they break it up.
This interview with Joe Budden's ex-girlfriend, Esther Baxter, will ultimately be the biggest factor that led to Joe Budden getting punched in the face years later, in a butterfly effect type of way.
Did anybody ever come to you and say, hey, Joe Budden's crazy, kooky, or he's abused people in the past or anything like that?
No, I heard rumors, but this was like after the fact of us already, being in love and living together. Basically, we got into an argument. He, kind of just went into a rage and started throwing my stuff down the stairs. He's telling me to get out, and I just went into another room and just closed the door, locked the door. He came over and kicked the door down, came into the room, grabbed me by my ankles and yanked me out of the bed multiple times. Ended up just throwing me on my back and grabbing me by my wrist and sitting on my stomach for half an hour while I was 3 months pregnant. I called the police as soon as he let me go. When he let me up, I called the police and just packed some stuff and left the house. Went to the hospital where I found out that I lost our daughter.
So did you beat the shit out of Esther Baxter?
No.
What did you do to her?
Nothing.
Did you sit on her and choke her?
No.
She said you sat under her breast, on her stomach, and you choked her.
What she said.
Did you do that?
No.
What did you do to her? Nothing?
Nothing.
She made up all of that.
We'd have to ask her. She's not present.
Oh my God. This is the fuck I'm talking about. I asked the motherfucker, did she make up all that? He said we would have to ask her.
Are you going to continue to scream in this
I'm asking you a question. What is wrong with you, son?
Okay, we should end this.
No, Joe, what projects do you have going on right now?
What the fuck is wrong with this nigga, son?
We should end this, though.
Nah, son. This nigga is crazy, son. Let's end this shit.
You good?
I'm asking this nigga a fucking question.
All right, that was tax season.
Stop playing that fucking therapist shit with me, son. Like, don't do that for me, son.
Tax, I
This nigga is retarded, son.
Not too long after this interview, Taxston'S was arrested for the murder of Troy Ave good friend Banger, who was shot at the Irving Plaza venue in Manhattan. This was the result of beefing with Troy Ave for multiple years. Tax was sentenced to 35 years.
We walk in a room. It's a crowded room, so they got to move people out the way. We walk a little bit further. Now, when it's time to get to the door, when you walk in Irving Plaza, it's upstairs, VIP room. Through the VIP room is another door to get downstairs to the other VIP room that's next to the stage. After we start at the beginning, we get to the middle, and now they trying to move people out. Once they move the people out, Taxston'S in front of the door, yelling, "What's poppin'?" Gun in hand. I don't pay attention until I hear Banger say, "What's poppin'?" Banger turn around to me, like, "Yo, I'm about to rock him." Rat Stone is more so trying to raise the gun, so he about to shoot. So I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, yo, Bang, look." So I go immediately to go attack. I go punch him in the face with my right, and I go to grab the gun with the left. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when I got knocked over, and I missed the gun. Now they started struggling for the gun, and that's when Rat Stone got the shots off on him.
Joe Budden has the most successful podcast in hip-hop, essentially taking Taxston'S spot. Joe Budden recently did an interview with Wallow and Gilly, and this interview triggered Taxston'S from prison.
When did you say, "I'm jumping up in this"? Did somebody give you the game about this podcast shit or whatever? Or was you just like, "I'm just doing it from off of seeing what I'm seeing out going on"?
Taxston'S gave him the game.
You're not your fucker. Yo, don't make me get animated in here.
Dog, get animated, nigga.
Taxston'S
ain't give you the game.
Nice,
nigga,
cool
I want a
podcast.
fucking nice, cool podcast.
Shout out to all the podcasters.
Who gave you the game, though?
Rest in peace.
Taxston'S, nigga.
Everybody did it, though.
Oh, so he said everybody. You
All
can't.
right. Everybody that was trying to maneuver in the space. I mean, it started with Combat Jack for me.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, Combat was a legend.
Him and
Rest in
Pete.
peace.
Him and Pete is probably at the top of the start of where that list starts.
It did Taxston'S.
Pete, Juan. Well, no. Why you keep naming workers? That's why we can't have the right conversation. You keep naming workers. And
What do you mean workers?
I'm not a worker.
No, I said Taxston'S gave you some game on the podcast.
He couldn't give me the game I was looking for because he was a worker. I was talking to the people running the network.
Taxston'S tweeted out some things about Joe Budden, and Joe Budden addressed those things.
Came across some tweets that I figured I should read to the audience. They didn't sit well with my spirit. I'm going to read tweets from Taxston'S. I'm going to give you a lesson in weak men with strong personalities. Joe Budden, for instance, clear weak man. Only feels comfortable around stupid women or submissive friends. If you can't challenge Joe Budden mentally, you can't be his best friend. Anyone to challenge his Machiavellian ways can't be amongst him. So if you see people hanging around Joe, just know they're piss dumb or as feeble as Mitch McConnell. Ice and Ish somewhere crying to each other about Joe, but pulling up to a podcast together and smoke hookah in solidarity.
Roasting session. Look.
When I came to do Tax's podcast, Tax had a gun on him. And then he passed that gun off to somebody, and then that person went and scurried to another room. I said to myself, why the fuck does somebody need a gun to do a podcast? And secondly, why do you need a gun to interview me?
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
You online stalked Troy Ave for years. For years. I just don't know real niggas to move that way, but hey, maybe you was making up your own rules. But I thought that was weak too. Then you pulled that gun out and a nigga took the gun from you and chased you all around the fucking venue. My nigga, I don't know what definition we going by, but we clearly have two very different definitions of weak. Next time you sit your bare ass on that hard metal toilet seat, all you need to say to yourself is, I earned this. So as you age in there, you should think about all of these things. Right. Weak. I hate these niggas. Yeah, Tax could suck my dick.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Okay, all right,
he
easy.
Get all the friends. Easy why? Easy why? What are you gonna do?
Now you know how the story go. If you're feeling this content, like, comment, subscribe. I'm off this.